So it's the morning after we canceled the Tony Robbins event. I didn't want to film this because I wanted to see how I felt about it the next morning, if I regret it or whatnot. And I was tired yesterday as well. So anyway, the feeling right now, I think I made a right decision. And at Tony Robbins' event, you can cancel the event up until the second day lunch time. We went ahead and canceled it yesterday because we waited in line for 2 hours to register the day before the event. I waited 2 hours and a half on the day of the event, and I knew to do the firewalk, we would have probably waited another 2 hours at 1 o'clock at night. The firewalking experience was not really intimidating, or it didn't feel like it was a breakthrough for me. If Janet were to do it, I would have stayed, but she said she's not gonna do it. And knowing Janet, I didn't think she would do it. So we went ahead and canceled it. The reason we canceled it was because all the things that Tony Robbins taught us was very nice, but it was 80-90% of the things I've already heard him speak on the videos. And I was just watching those videos in the back as well because we got the cheapest ticket, which was still over $1,000. And we were just looking at the screen. So the way I described to Janet was it was like I learned how to cook fried chicken, Popeye's fried chicken. And I watched a bunch of YouTube videos on it. I know every step of it. I know how to do it. I've actually seen the Popeye chef make it on YouTube video. The difference was I would go to the Popeye's store kitchen and would actually see the person make it, but from a distance, it was the same thing. So I was like, well, I'm not getting anything new out of it. I was constantly questioning during the event, is it just because I'm not immersing myself fully? Am I being distracted? At one point I got frustrated with Janet because I felt like Janet was distracting me. But I don't think that was the case because I tried my best to fully immerse myself for 7-8 hours. That Tony was just full on going, and it just no tears came down through me during the gratitude practice. I mean, it sounds a little cocky, but I do practice that here and there. I don't practice that every single day, but twice a week I would sit down and suddenly feel the gratitude. I would count those. It was something similar with that, nothing more special than that. So we canceled it, so we're free. So rest of the videos now is gonna be about us traveling Dallas. And by the way, we kept the workbook. So Janet and I will just go through the workbook ourselves and make the UPW event Min UPW. Oh yes!